Hey world, how y'all doing? Hope everybody's doing good and blessed today. I just want to take the time out to thank everybody who watched and liked the last video I did, the spoken word, who do you pledge your allegiance to? And I want to thank everybody else who takes time out of your busy day to watch this video as well. This time around, I'm not going to do a spoken word. I just want to take some time out to talk about Donald Trump and the real threat that he poses to the safety of Americans here on our great nation. Um, First of all, he's spouting off a lot of rhetoric that poses a threat because his followers take it so serious and then take it into action, violent action. Just for example, at a recent rally that he had, a peaceful protester, at least he was peaceful until he was attacked. A peaceful protester was attacked and forcefully dismissed from the rally. When asked about this, Donald Trump said, hey, maybe the guy needed to be roughed up. So this goes to show you his mentality. Also, there was a case of some young guys beating up a Latin American somewhere in the country. I can't remember where, and I'm sorry for not having the actual statistics for you or the actual story for you, but they beat up this Mexican guy, and Donald Trump's response when asked about it, because they made it clear that they were Trump supporters. And when asked about this, Donald Trump, he didn't denounce the violence. He didn't, condemn the violence. His response was, hey, my followers are passionate people. My followers are passionate people. That's what he has to say about it. Not that they're wrong for taking violent action against this man whose only crime was being Latin American. And his response was, my followers are passionate people. When asked about the guy who did the shooting at the abortion clinic in Colorado, he said, I could see how somebody would want to do that. Now, let's just take some time out to dwell on this. First of all, I want to say that I am pro-life. I believe in letting the babies live and letting them grow up and having the same opportunities that we have to enjoy life and find some sense of fulfillment. There are special cases, where abortion might be acceptable, say in a case where it's an actual danger to the life of the mother. That's an extenuating circumstance. Also, I'm as a man not too qualified to speak on this, but also in cases of rape. I mean, like I said, I'm not too qualified to speak on that, but only a woman in that situation who's pregnant as the result of a rape can actually, um, determine that. I will say that, you know, regardless of what your beliefs are, there's nothing that makes it okay to go into a building and open up fire on people. And definitely, is the same is true of Muslim extremism. And my heart goes out to the families of the victims in San Bernardino in Paris. Anytime, regardless of what a person's race or what their beliefs are, when you go into a crowded area and you start opening fire and you're taking out people left and right because of whatever it is you believe, that is terrorism. And so the threat that Donald Trump poses is that you have these fanatical followers of his who are right-wing extremists who take his rhetoric and they use that as a reason to go out and perpetuate crimes. And this year in America, mass shootings by right-wing terrorists, right-wing extremist terrorists, far outweigh the shootings by Muslim extremists. So they're just as great a threat, if not a greater threat, than an actual, Middle Eastern person is in this country at this point in time. I just want to take everybody back to the terrorist attack that happened in Charleston, South Carolina. It hasn't been called that by the media, and I'm not sure why, but that's what it was. It was a terrorist attack, whether you want to call it a hate crime or whatever. First of all, when you kill somebody, it doesn't matter who you kill, how many people you kill, or what your reason is for killing them. That's a hate crime. People don't kill who they love. So murder in itself is a hate crime. So it doesn't matter if it's white on black, black on black, white on white, yellow on yellow. killing is a hate crime. So to call what Dylan Roof did a hate crime is just not a strong enough characterization of what he did. It was a terrorist attack. And now, when he did this, his reason for carrying out his terrorist attack was that black people are rapists, murderers, and criminals. Now, just 2 or 3 days after that was when Donald Trump made his statement about Latinos, that we couldn't allow them into our country because they're murderers, rapists, and criminals. So why it was never brought to light by the media that this man said the exact same thing as Dylan Roof is beyond me. The only difference between what he said and what Dylan Roof said is who they said it about. Dylan Roof said it about African Americans. Donald Trump said it about Latinos. That's the only difference. So I just want to tell everybody, let's come together and let's stump the Trump. This country has gone too far to put a fascist, racist leader in the White House. We've come too far for that. Now, this is definitely probably the most important election in the history of our country, just because there are so many issues on the table that affect us all. And so what I want to encourage everybody to do before you go out and vote, actually look up on these people, look them up, see what it is they support, and see who is supporting them financially, because that'll also tell you a lot about what their interests are going to be. Just look into these guys, not just Donald Trump. Look into Ben Carson, look into Hillary Clinton, look into Bernie Williams, Martin O'Malley, Ted Cruz. Anybody who wants to be the president of our country, anybody who wants to be the next leader of the free world, give them a super hard look, because we're going to be stuck with this person from possibly the next 4 to 8 years. And right now there's too much on the line to just put anybody in office. Just like, for example, Hillary Clinton, she went out and was talking about the mass incarceration of black men in America, which is a real problem. But if you take a closer look, her 2 biggest supporters own prisons, and they've donated millions of dollars to her. And when somebody donates millions of dollars to a politician's cause, they expect something in return. It's like making an investment. If you make an investment, you're expecting to get back more money than what you put into it. These prison owners are expecting to get back more money from Hillary Clinton than what they put into it. How are they going to get that money? Mass incarceration. So, I'm just saying that to say this, everybody. Look into these people. Check them out. Why is it that they want to be the president of America? And once they get in, what is it that they're going to do? Their past history is a great indicator of what they're going to do in the future. So, with that said, I want to just thank everybody who's taking the time out to watch this video. Just want to encourage you to just live in love, live in Christ, and let's all just come together regardless of background, race, religion, or whatever. It's time that America to be America, which is the land of the free and the home of the brave. And you can't be free in fear. They're exact opposites of each other. Freedom and fear, they just don't go together. So love casts out all fear, as we know. That's what the Bible tells us. That's what God and Christ tells us. That love is the best way to conquer fear. So everybody, just want to say love you. God bless. Continue to be blessed, and let's stomp the Trump and right-wing extremism in America, as well as Muslim extremism in America. Anything that can bring about terrorism, let's stomp it together. Love y'all. God bless.